It's me, Snake. Snake, it's me.
Otacon.
Hi everyone, this is Alex from Life with Gadgets, and I'm finally able to replay one of my favorite games of all times on a handheld, Metal Gear Solid 4. And man, does it feel good and does it look gorgeous on this screen. You will see throughout this video that on the Ayaneo 2, you will be able to play this game at a almost consistent 30 FPS. There are some dips here and there, but it's mostly between 25 to 30 FPS. Obviously, it depends on the TDP that you use, but it's pretty much the same experience as you had on the original PlayStation 3 hardware, which was never really able to maintain a consistent 30 FPS anyway. But this really doesn't hinder the gameplay at all. The game plays brilliantly, bar some graphical glitches here and there. That's down to the emulation and the complexity, rather, of emulating this game. But you'll see on the FPS on the top left, in some of the footage that I'm uploading, that it's mostly a 30 FPS experience. One thing to note though is that I'm playing this on the Ayaneo 2 Retro power, which comes with 32 gigabytes of RAM, and this is quite important for emulation. So if you have the 16 gigabyte version, you may notice slightly lower results or performance than me. I'm running this at 22 watts TDP to try to get at least over an hour of gameplay, but you could always increase the power, and that will mean that you will probably have a consistent or more consistent 30 FPS. But as I said, between 25 to 30 FPS, it's absolutely playable. There's no problem at all. And like I said, it's just as good, if not better, than on the original hardware. But let's get down to how I've got this working. So the first thing you need to do is download the latest version of RPCS3, which is the PlayStation 3 emulator. And once you've done that, the first thing you need to do is head over to the Canary Patches website. Now, I'll put the link in the description, but basically, Canary Patches are patches that you can download for PlayStation 3 emulation, and it improves the emulation of the game. So what you want to do is, once you're on this page, you'll see there's loads of games that have patches. Scroll down to the Metal Gear Solid one and click on Expand. Now, what you want to do is you want to copy all of this text, exactly how it is here. Just copy all of it. Get down to the bottom. There we go. So just click on right click and copy. And then what you want to do is you want to open up your notepad or text editor of your choice, because we're going to paste this patch into the PlayStation 3 emulator. So what you want to do is open up wherever you have installed your PlayStation 3 emulator, scroll down to patches, and then if you have this file already there, you need to open it. If you don't, then what you want to do is create a blank text file, and then in that file we're going to paste the text that we just copied. And then when you save it, you want to save it with this name here. I've already got it, so I'll just double click on it, and as you can see here, I've pasted all that text into here. Now, something very, very important: before you paste all the text that you copied, the very first line of this file should be this text here, in the same syntax that I've put here. So version with a capital V, colon space 1.2. After that, you can then paste all of the text that we copied from the Canary Patch website. Once you've done that, you want to go to File, Save As, and then save it with this name, imported_patch.yml. Okay? Again, if you don't have this file, then just make sure you create it and save it with that name. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link so that you can download this file as well, in case you don't want to do it from scratch. But essentially, it contains what you see here. Once you've done that and you've saved it, go back to your emulator. And then in here, once you've loaded the Metal Gear Solid 4 ROM, what you want to do is you want to right-click and then click on Create Custom Configuration. Mine says change because I've already created it. But if you don't already have one, then you'll have a Create Custom Configuration, okay? So when you do that, these are the settings that you need to have in your configuration for this game to work. Now, as I've said, it works absolutely fine for me. There are no issues. There's no stuttering. There's no pausing or freezing of the screen. It works absolutely fine. There are some graphical issues or glitches, but that's just the nature of this game because it's so complex. But basically, these are the settings you want to put, okay? I think these are pretty much default settings. On the GPU, this is important. Make sure you choose Vulkan. You really want to leave it at 720 as default resolution. You can go higher if you want, but then you're going to be facing potential issues. So I'd recommend leaving it as this. Again, on this screen, the size of it and the way it looks, you don't really need to go higher. It looks amazing, trust me. Put a frame limit to 30. Again, this game was never intended to be more than 30 really, although apparently there are some scenes here and there where the FPS does go above 30 on the original hardware, but it's very unstable on the original hardware anyway. So just leave it as 30. Then leave everything else as auto, and you want to put VSync and Async here as well. Then the next important tab is the Advanced tab. Make sure you have these options selected, okay? So these two here, this one here, nothing else you need to do here, okay? These are all just default settings. And then important here, you want to make sure that this is set to atomic, this is set to safe. And then this one here, this is probably the most important setting. This is the one that prevents the game from freezing every now and then, especially after when you click on start on the start screen. Sometimes it freezes. Sometimes when you get past that screen, as soon as the game starts, it freezes as well. Make sure this is set to 160 or higher. I find the sweet spot is between 160 and 200. 160 seems to work best for me. So make sure you set it to 160 and the VBlank frequency should be 240. That's pretty much it for this page. And then under emulator, again, make sure that these are the default settings you have. But the important one really is the advanced one. Especially this one here, driver wake up. This is the one you really want to do. Everything else is pretty much set to standard. There's nothing really that I've changed here. And that's pretty much it, guys. Once you've done the Canary patch, remember, very important. And then once you've set your settings the same as mine, this will work and this will run beautifully. So that's it, guys. I'm just really excited to get this working. I'm really excited to be able to play this game finally on a handheld. I've been wanting to replay this game since I played it originally on my PlayStation 3 many, many years ago. I still have my original PlayStation 3 hardware, and I do occasionally play with it, but I just really wanted to get this working on a handheld because I almost got it working on the Ayaneo Air Pro, but this is now just perfect, basically, as you can see in the video. So that's it. I'll leave you now with a little bit more of gameplay so you can see how well this game runs on the Ayaneo 2. And soon I'll be uploading more videos to do with emulation, hyperskin, including different main games that I've been playing. Basically everything from arcade games all the way up to PlayStation 3 and Wii U, just so you can see how good this device performs. And then also I'll be having more videos with AAA games as well. But that's it, guys. As usual, please like and subscribe. And if you have any comments or any questions, please leave them below. I hope you enjoy the video, guys. Have a great one.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Snake. Allow me to introduce Metal Gear Mark II.
Metal Gear.
That's right. Just like Rex.
It's the enemy!
We've got contact!
We've got company! Please don't shoot!
Acting under contract to local authorities, the Praying Mantis PNC recently restored governmental control to this sector, utilizing Tech Irving unmanned vehicles. Exclusively delivered a swift and decisive outcome. We hope you'll consider the Praying Mantis solution for all your future combat needs.
Snake, press the crawl button while running to execute a roll. Rolling can help you dodge enemy attacks and get past small gaps and obstacles. You can pick up guns dropped by both the militia and the PMCs. Remember though, PMC weapons are locked. You can't use them. If only there was some way to get rid of the locks.